J. Frederick Smith here, Continental Realty of Jax, and we are at 3111 West 19th Street, and we are heading on in. Okay, well, front door doesn't close very well. Takes a little effort. That's not necessarily a bad thing. And this little area, this entry, is sunken living room style sunken. I'm not sure why it's sunken as it is, but what am I going to say about it, right? Big brick fireplace. We knew that when we were walking around the outside that there was a brick fireplace here, but it does look like it's seen some use recently. The screen has been painted. You're going to want to pull that screen off and get that paint off of there because paint that's not designed to go on the fireplace will heat up and put off toxic fumes. Not good. You don't want that. Living room space is a pretty good sized with just a little one light, ceiling light there, and these LVP floors. These are vinyl LVP, luxury vinyl plank is what that stands for. These are vinyl floors. They're pretty good at avoiding problems with spills and whatnot. They don't stain easily. They don't damage easily for that matter. So I do appreciate that, and they look nice in this particular case. I like the way they look. The little extension here, whatever that is, I guess you could call it a bedroom. It is small, but you could probably fit a twin bed in here if you really jammed it up tight against the wall. I don't think you'd be able to open the closet door if you did that, however. You'd have to put the twin bed all the way back in that corner to get this closet access. And, you know, I feel kind of like the floor has got some slope to it. And when I look in this closet, it looks like it as well, like the floor is like sloping down. So that makes me concerned, once again, about what's underneath the house. You know, if it's an off-grade property like this, sloping floor could be the result of just settling because of the age of the home. Could also be because of termites or from other rot-causing issues underneath the house. Water damage from flooding, although I doubt that. It's still possible. Termites definitely a possibility. Settling is a real possibility considering that this home is 60 years, 70 years old and built on sand. So just think about that for a minute. Not all problems have to do with bugs, but you have to consider that. All right, so we're gonna head into the kitchen here. And the kitchen, they put the same vinyl floors in the kitchen that they did in the living room and the hallways. These are not new floors. There is some spilling that you can see there on the floor. The shine changes. That's because there's a little bit of wear there. Maybe that needs to be mopped. I don't know. But the kitchen is a pretty small kitchen with a white refrigerator. Oh, let's shrink that down. White refrigerator, no cabinets on that side of things. The only cabinets are on the range side of things, which is a white range stainless microwave. Kind of a raw wood look, like a raw, almost like a pine look. I think they're oak. Cabinets here with the oil bronze pulls that somebody's added. Double basin cheapo sink with the cheapo faucet, which is okay, you know, it works. And the double basin sink I'd rather have than some of the fancy single basin sinks. There's a door here though, unlocked, and that goes out to this little porch area. Now, when we looked at this, I wasn't happy because what they did was they just kind of put these walls up and they didn't go all the way to the end and they built it right on the decking, which you're not supposed to do. But this is where your laundry facilities are. The washer hookup is here. And I can't tell where the dryer is. I don't see a vent. There's a bunch of boxes. There's a hole in the floor down here behind here. You can see that. And what have we got in this little door here? And there's the water heater, but I don't see a dryer. So you have a washer, a place for a washer, but no dryer. So I guess this is clothesline time. That's what that would be for you. And you know, in Jacksonville, most of the year, that's probably okay. Otherwise, you're gonna have to figure something out. What you might be able to do is get yourself a stackable washer dryer that you could fit in there, and that would alleviate, at least if you get the one that runs on 110, alleviate the need for the pigtail, a regular dryer pigtail, and then you'd be able to, you know, get your clothes dry and whatnot. Although it's small. Okay, so let's see. A bathroom that way, bedroom this way. This little closet here is looks like a linen closet with this little latch. Not very many shelves. Really pretty small. I'm not sure exactly what you could do with that. I think if you put some shelves in it, you know, you would be able to. Well, now it won't close. Okay, there we go. And to push. You'd be able to have some better luck as far as that goes. A few more shelves would make that a linen closet that you could actually use. This door goes to the furnace, but right now, because the furnace is on, the suction is keeping the door closed. It really needs to have louvers here. You should never have a furnace running like this without a way of sucking air. It is not a good thing. The furnace is relatively new. We've got an inspection here showing a date of June 2023. So 1 year ago, that's when that furnace was put in. We'll get to the restroom in just a second, but let's take a look at this little GE panel here that we have. This is the small panel for the house. The main is probably outside because, well, actually, it isn't. It's right here, service disconnect. So what is this? How many amps is this? I can't tell, 30, 50. Well, it's not very much. So it's a small little panel for a small little service, 100 amp or 125 amp service probably, I'm not sure. But it's GE, which is a fine brand for panel, even if it's a tiny little guy. The house isn't big, so that's probably the reason. A window in the bathroom is the single pane plate glass window. You know, if it was me, I'd probably pull this window out and put in one that's opaque, because there's nothing that I would like better than to be standing at the toilet or sitting at the toilet or walking into the bathroom, getting ready to take a shower, and be looking out the window and seeing somebody back there that I could wave at. You know what I mean? If the glass was opaque, that'd never be an issue. And I know this one looks out at the backyard, but still, come on guys. Opaque glass. This is the original window, so you know I can yell at the contractors, but they're long gone. When they built this house, that was so long ago. Very unlikely that they're still with us. Tiny little vanity. Needs to be replaced. We've got some cigarette damage on the corners of this guy where somebody just set their cigarette down and it melted the top. They forgot about it. Vanities this size are about 150 bucks at Home Depot. All one piece, comes with the faucet. That's what I would do. The tile work is okay. I appreciate the fact that there is tile, but it's kind of thick on there. As you can see, it's pretty thick on there. And I mean, that's not necessarily an issue. It's just a thing to note. With some cracking in the corner. If you look down here in this corner, you can see that some of the grout is starting to crack. There's a lot of different possible reasons for that, and I'm not going to get into them. It doesn't mean that the house is settling at all, but it does need to be sealed. The one thing that is missing, however, is a glass door, because whenever you have a tub like this, yes, you can put a shower curtain up, but this is an off-grade house. That means that these floors are wood underneath here. Now there is the vinyl flooring, which is nice, but the vinyl flooring is probably not completely waterproof, nor is the seam around the vinyl and the tub. Down there, that is not going to be waterproof. And even if it's waterproof today, a year from now, it's definitely not going to be. It looks like the caulking down there is cracked. You really have to re-caulk pretty much every year to prevent water from coming in. That means you have to take the old caulk out, by the way. That doesn't mean you just squirt new down in there, okay? If you have a shower curtain, water is gonna go down in there and it's gonna rot your floor out. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna rot your floor out, and then the house that you bought, that you loved when you purchased it, you know, is gonna start having trouble where the floors are gonna start getting soft here, especially around the toilet and the sink, this whole area right in front of the tub. And, you know, maybe things like the tub will start sinking into the floor because everything's rotted out from dry rot because the water is going down in there. Get some glass doors installed. It's not that much. It will save you way more money than it costs you. That's the smart move. That's what I would do. Put glass doors in there. I put glass doors in all my rentals because I don't want to have a problem with kids, you know, getting in the tub and splashing around and making a mess, and then, you know, you mop it up. But what you don't mop up is what goes down in those cracks. Bedroom number 1. Maybe 14 by 12. It's not huge. You could probably fit a queen bed under that window. You're probably not going to get a king bed in here. Pretty sure in any case. Closet in one corner, not huge. But with a shelf in the bar, maybe 36 by 30 inches as far as the size of it goes. So, you know, not a big closet, but at least you got one. Then bedroom number 2, which is right next to it. It's actually, I think this bedroom is a little bit bigger at maybe 18 by 12, or maybe even 20 by 12. It's the 12 part that's the problem. So you get the same thing. You could put the queen bed there, right? But probably not a king. And then you've got the same little tiny closet. It's back here behind the door. Same size, looks like the same size. Yep, so it's the same 36 by 30 with the bar and the shelf. So basically two matching bedrooms as far as the closets go, one slightly bigger. One little bedroom, or one little bathroom there with the plate glass windows. The vinyl flooring they used everywhere. And that just makes me happy. You know, really, these good wearing floors, and having it all the same really is a nice change of pace. I like that when it's all the same. Thank you. You know, it would be okay if there was some tile in the kitchen or in the bathroom, but having it all the same works for me. I'll tell you, it really does. So the house feels nice as far as the size goes. It is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, but it feels nice. The living space is a good size. The bedrooms are decent-sized bedrooms. They're not tiny little bedrooms. The AC works great. I can tell you that right now because it's a hot day today, and I'm feeling that cold air blowing on me. The neighborhood, well, you know, I've seen worse, but I would say if you're nervous about it, to just check out, once again, the local crime map and the school rating website so you can decide whether it's good enough for you or not. Laundry, kind of sad about the fact that it doesn't have a dryer hookup, but at least you got the washer hookup, right? That's something anyway. And you probably could work it out where you could get a stackable washer dryer in there and have the whole shebang, as long as it ran on 110. So all things considered, for the money, I think it's a nice little property. And if you have any interest in it at all, well, you should give me a call or a text or something, let me know, and I'd be happy to get into some more details with that for you. All right? But until you do that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and move on to the next property in my queue as soon as I get the door locked up and put the key in the box. And we'll see you at the next one.